Oh my, bro, this day just gets worse and worse. And you guys don't even know. I need you guys to understand, I'm down $1,000. We haven't even gotten to that part yet. When am I lighting Diddy Kong on fire? When I go home! I want to go home! So this is what's going on, okay? My flight from Sandusky, Ohio was at, when was it? It was early. I was supposed to leave at 7 a.m. My flight was 10:30, okay? And Sandusky is like 50-minute Uber away from the airport, from the Cleveland airport, right? So I woke up at 7 and I got in the shower and I instantly started banging out Ubers, okay? I was multi-boxing Uber and Lyft. Now I want you guys to understand, I know that there was a shuttle. There was a shuttle that you could take from the Kalahari to the airport, okay? But the thing is, I took an Uber to the fucking Kalahari instantly. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to take the shuttle. I'm just going to Uber. I'm going to Uber. You guys can press smile if you think that's fine, right? You guys think that's fine? You think that's okay? I think it's okay. I think it's okay, personally. I think it's fine. So I was like, okay, makes sense to me, right? I wake up at 7. I could not find an Uber for 2 hours. 2 hours. It literally ran down the timer on Uber and Lyft. I found nobody. There were occasionally people that would I got 2 people in the 2-hour time span that clicked the Uber and then instantly canceled it. At that point, you should take the shuttle. So here's the thing, right? First of all, I would, and then second of all, it was reservations, right? So I couldn't take it. I needed to have to reserve it, right? Like, it got to a point where I couldn't reserve it and get on the shuttle at that time. You know what I mean? So I was fucked. I needed it to come through. In hindsight, what I should have done is I should have called a taxi, right? That's what I should have done. That's what you guys are all going to say. I know. I need you guys to understand the frame of mind I'm in, right? Even still, I had a mental breakdown in my room, okay? I lost to mute. I went to my room. I was fine. I was cool. You can ask Shannon. Shannon's in the chat. I was cool. I was sad, but I was cool. I knew I was missing my flight this morning. Mental fucking breakdown. I started throwing the fucking pillow everywhere, bro. I almost threw the fucking hotel TV out the balcony. I literally started sobbing and screaming. I can't believe I didn't get kicked out. I booked a flight home, and it's a connecting flight. My flight home was a nonstop Spirit Airlines, bang it out, and I'm home. I was supposed to be home at 1 p.m. today. I got a flight for fucking 7:30 p.m. It's 9:30 a.m. and I'm like, okay, now I can't do anything until 7:30 fucking p.m. And it's a connecting flight as well. To where, you may ask? Where is the connection? Fucking Charlotte, North Carolina, where I am right now. Anyways, I have my good friend Shannon here, and we hung out all day. We hung out all day because she had an Uber scheduled for 1:30 p.m. because her flight was at 4 p.m., right? So we hung out for a few hours. We went to Cane's. I got Cane's for the first time that weekend. It was really good. I was really happy. I saw Smashers and it was not fun, but it was okay. I got my Cane's. So W Cane's in the chat, right? I was happy. Everything was good. And let me tell you, we Ubered to Cane's. I called an Uber instantly Uber to Cane's. So I'm thinking in my head, okay, it was too early, right? Because I called the Uber to Cane's at 11:30, right, or something. So I was like, okay, it was too early. So later on, our Uber is going to be perfectly fine. So we go to Cane's, we get there, beautiful, we eat, we're good. We finish eating Cane's. We're there for 20 minutes, right? We're like, okay, let's call an Uber. We sat at Cane's for 45 extra minutes. We were at Cane's for an hour and a half trying to get an Uber. We were there from 11:30 a.m. to literally 1:20, okay? And her Uber to the airport at the Kalahari was scheduled at fucking 1:30. So we're starting to fucking panic, right? We're like, we cannot get out of this fucking Cane's. And it's real bad. It's real fucking bad. But fortunately, the guy that took us from the Kalahari to Cane's an hour and a half ago, finally, in the last 10 minutes, right before Shannon scheduled Uber, it's the same guy. He gets an Uber. He's our Uber. And we get in the car. I'm like, Well, thank God, first of all, right? Because we're barely gonna miss the scheduled Uber. We get in there, and I'm like, dude, are you the only Uber driver in Sandusky? He's like, yeah, man. I just came back. I just had lunch. I'm like, bro, what? You're the only motherfucker out here, and we're doing Uber, Lyft. You're the only guy out here doing Uber? Like, the only person. Like, it's crazy. Like, I live in Orlando, right? So, I mean, like, I could literally call an Uber to fucking Miami. Somebody will pick it up instantly. $400 Uber. Somebody will instantly pick it up, right? And you guys may be thinking, this story isn't crazy yet. This is just the beginning. I'm like 20% deep. So we pull up to the Kalahari. It's 1:25 p.m. And Shannon's Uber to the airport that we're both going to take is scheduled at 1:30. It got canceled. The Uber that she scheduled somehow got canceled 5 minutes before. Literally 5 minutes before. So her flight's at 4. The fucking airport is 45 out, and it got canceled. So, of course, we start multi-boxing fucking Uber and Lyft. 30 minutes. Nobody. Shannon's like freaking out. I'm freaking out. Like, it's bad. It's real bad, right? There's nobody around. And by the grace of God, we finally get a fucking Uber in the nick of time. Literally in the nick of time, right? Dude pulls up in a Tesla. Dude's name is Greg, okay? Dude's name is Greg. I'm like, all right, what's up, Greg? We get in there. You guys are gonna fucking love Greg, all right? You know, believe it or not, I found out within the first 5 minutes of the car ride, by the way, 50-minute car ride, that Greg is a Twitch streamer. Greg is a Twitch streamer, and he's asking us all kinds of questions. He's like, oh, so did you guys enjoy Riptide? I'm like, what? Fuck you mean that how do you know? You know what I mean? Bro, like, what? You know about Riptide? We got an old man in the Canes, and he was saying like, yeah, dude, fucking, I know all about esports. I know about like, I'm like, bro, what? It was weird. These people in Sandusky are fucking, they're not real. And he's like, yeah, dude, I play Pokemon. I'm a Twitch streamer. I watch Twitch streams. I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about, bro? And I'm like not trying to talk to him, right? So here. Okay, let me call Shannon right now.
Okay, I'm just here to fill in the Greg story because you weren't talking to him. I was doing all the heavy lifting. First of all, so he's like asking about Riptide, and he mentions like P+. So I'm like, does this dude actually know what because I was like, oh, maybe he's just driving other smashers around. So like he heard about Riptide. So he says, you know, like I saw that they have Melee and Ultimate and P+. And I was like, oh, so do you like play video games? Like, do you? Oh, and then he started talking about Pokemon. I was like, oh, like, do you like Pokemon? Like, what's your deal? Actually, he didn't even sound real at first. He was like, Pokemon's cool. Like, I used to play some games. So you're thinking like this guy in his youth, like he played like Ruby once.
He's probably like
maybe.
28 or 29. Like, visualize that.
Yeah.
He's young.
And then out of nowhere, he starts talking about all the hours he has logged in Scarlet Violet. He can't wait for the DLC. He's trying to play Arceus.
He's legit name-dropping Keel Mask. He's like, I'm going to make a rock mono-type team in Legends Arceus. Bro, at this point, I'm literally half asleep. Bro, I just want to go to the fucking airport. Bro, I'm supposed to be home already. He's talking about fucking mono-type. I'm like, bro, shut up.
He brings up Twitch or something, and he's like, you know, sometimes I like playing on Twitch. I was like, okay, Aaron's sleeping, so you know I'm just not like literally sleeping, but he doesn't want to talk to this guy. I just started talking to him because I was like, he's just gonna keep talking, right? Okay, I was like, oh, I'm a Twitch streamer because like the occasional time I am a Twitch streamer, and I wanted to see what he said. He didn't really give a fuck though, and then he was like, oh, do you watch Twitch? And I was like, yeah, I watch Twitch. And he was like, oh, like, he was like, oh, like, who do you watch? I was like, I really only watch one person. And he was like, oh, like, what kind of streamer? I was like, he's a Smash player.
At this point, I told him, bro, I was telling him, yeah, I'm like 30th best in the world at Smash. Like, I'm literally so good. He didn't give a fuck, bro. He's trying to talk to me about like, oh, you like this, you like that. I'm like, bro, like, or how good are you? I'm like, yeah, I'm one of the best players in the world. And he's like, oh, that's cool. By the way, I have Xbox Game Pass.
Wait, so then he's like, oh, who do you watch? And I'm like, I'm just like, looking at Aaron. And I'm like, he's a Smash player. Like, I really only watch one streamer. And it's funny because he's the streamer, right? And then Aaron says he's a streamer. And then it like comes up and he's like, oh, so clearly he's the guy you watch. And I was like, yeah. Started listing off literally every single person he watches on Twitch and all the categories he watches on Twitch.
Everybody say W, Shannon, quickly, quickly. We finally get to the airport. Shannon's flight is in like an hour and a half. We're low-key chilling, but we're low-key not. So we walk up, and the part of the airport that we're at is like kind of dead, right? So I print out my boarding pass. It's all good. She has hers already checked in because she's responsible, and I'm not. You know, it is what it is, right? I pull up to the security line with Shannon, and the security line is the longest security line that we've ever seen in our entire lives, literally. Now, you guys may think that I'm exaggerating, right? You may think that I'm like being a little bit like facetious here or like exaggeratory or hyperbolic. No. The security line took us 40 minutes to get through, and keep in mind, we are in Ohio. 40 minutes on a fucking Monday afternoon. 40 minutes! Only one checkpoint for the whole airport, and we get in there and it's fucked. It's slammed, bro. So we get in there, right? And we are just waiting in line. I'm like sweating. I'm tired, bro. I'm thinking about Greg. I'm trying to watch his VODs. Like, dude, I'm fucking fried at this point. And my flight isn't for another fucking like 5 hours, right? It's only at 2 p.m. My flight's at like 7:30. We get through, right? We go through the baggage claim. Shannon gets her fucking shit flagged through the fucking TSA screener. Literally starts getting just felt up, down, all around in front of everyone at TSA. Like, I low-key think, and like press 1 if you agree, I low-key think that like a lot of TSA agents, like if something like flashes and gets flagged, like when you go through the thing, they want to touch you. Like, they legit just want to touch you. Like, I'm like bro, like there'll be like something on like your chest, they'll fucking pat, like, bro, like I've been fucking violated so many times in TSA. It's actually disgusting. We're at her gate. It's time for her flight. You know, say goodbye, whatever. It's all cool. We see Ringler. You guys like Ringler? So I see her, I see her off, right? I'm cool. Sad, goodbyes, whatever. My flight to North Carolina isn't for 2 hours. I'm chilling. I'm about to go eat food, and I think to myself, you know what? Let me just check my items, right? Let me just because you guys know, like sometimes you just like have that tick, like you check for your wallet, your keys, your phone, and I check everything, and I'm like something feels wrong here. I feel like I'm missing something. Like I feel like I'm missing something, right? And I lost my Nintendo Switch in a case with 7 games, OLED, screen protector, and my Riptide 2nd place medal. I'm like, okay, this is fucking crazy, right? Like, nah, like, this isn't happening to me. Like, after everything that I've been through, this isn't happening, right? Like, surely it's over by like where Shannon was sitting, right? Like it's been 2 hours, but maybe I left it on a table, right? So I start panicking, right? I start running over. It's like a 5-minute walk. I start running, right? I'm thinking to myself, it's there. I get closer and I'm like, what if it's not there though? You know what I mean? Like, what if it's not there? I go over there, it's gone. I'm like looking around, I'm like looking everywhere. I'm like, damn. Let me check one more time because, I got mixed up at security. I was with Shannon. Maybe my head got, maybe brain fog, right? I go to the TSA. The line that we went through was closed. They closed it down for the day. So everything that was in that area, if I did leave something over there, because I didn't remember if I had it when I went to go with Shannon to her gate. You know what I mean? They closed it. They closed it down. I probably just lost $800 worth of product right now. Literally. $800 is probably down the drain right now. But I'm like, okay, let me go ask TSA, right? I go ask TSA. I'm like, yo, like, what's good? Like, is there any lost and found, right? So I'm like, maybe it's in the lost and found, right? And they're like, yeah, let me go check the lost and found. It's not there. It's not in the lost and found. So we're like, okay. They say, we'll check the security cameras for you. So we go walk to a part of the airport with security cameras. I've never done any of this before in my fucking life. I've flown hundreds of times, right? So we go check where the security cameras are. They couldn't look at the cameras because at the fucking Cleveland, Ohio airport, they're inducting and conducting a federal investigation that day. And they're using all of the cameras. So they couldn't check if I left it there because they're conducting a federal fucking, bro, it's insane. It's this old lady, right? She's like, They're actually conducting a fucking FBI investigation right now. So we can't use the fucking cameras until tomorrow. Are you from Ohio? I'm like, bruh, you think I got an Ohio yacht? Look at me. I don't got no Riz. I'm from Orlando, bro. I don't belong here. I'm not from wacky ass. I'm going home. She's like, well, let me give you my business card. Like, let me give you my business card and like maybe, you know, like if we find it tomorrow, we'll call you, right? So I'm just raging at this point. Maybe I still have the business. No, I threw it away. I threw that fucking shit away. I gave them my address. I gave them my email, my phone number, my first and last name. So I'm like, okay, maybe, you know, whatever, right? But my Switch is gone. And my Switch being gone means that my Animal Crossing 28-day playthrough is gone. Because it was on that Switch. And you can't cloud save it, so it's gone forever. That's gone. I need a new copy of Smash. I need Splatoon. All of my data's gone. Somebody will, if they get my Switch, will permanently have access to my Nintendo account. It's all fucked. It's all fucked. And the worst part is, I couldn't log on to delete my credit card information and my PayPal information from the Switch. So if somebody out there knows what to do with the Switch, they can literally run up thousands of dollars on fucking hentai games on the eShop. Literally, bro. So that's where I'm at right now. Would you guys believe me if I said that this is not even the worst part of the story? Would you guys believe me if I said I'm only 50% done with the fucking story? So I'm raging, right? I'm raging. I'm like, how could this happen to me? The amount of fucking bullshit that's been conducted, and I got second place. On top of everything, I lost Winterside Grand 6-0. I need you guys that is really important, like mentally. I need you guys to know where I'm at mentally, right? So I'm like, I just want to go home. I want to go home. And I'm like, okay, whatever, it is what it is. I chill. I get some Chick-fil-A. I eat my Chick-fil-A. It makes me happy. I start listening to some fucking music. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, okay, cool. I board the plane to fucking Charlotte, North Carolina, right? My connecting flight. I get on the plane and I have an aisle seat. My connecting flight, I have an aisle seat. And I'm sitting next to somebody who is coughing and sneezing and coughing. And there's the baby, the robot right behind me, screaming, crying, fucking puking. It was the worst possible scenario besides middle seat. It's just like, I'm like, okay, fuck it. You know, it is what it is. Let me just get the fuck out of Ohio, bro. Because this has been the worst weekend of my life at this point. So I have no internet and I'm like thinking about the Switch. I'm thinking about everything. I'm like, God damn it. Fuck. And Shannon couldn't respond to me ranting because she's on her flight, right? Back to LA. So she couldn't respond to me or whatever, you know? I was all alone with my thoughts for 5 hours about all of this. Huge thunderstorm on the East Coast right now, coming in from the West Coast during my flight. So guess what? We circled Charlotte for like an hour and a half. My flight literally got delayed an hour and a half. And you guys may be thinking, well, Aaron, when was your connecting flight? An hour. So that's never happened to me in my life, right? At this point, there is a possibility that I cannot board my connecting flight and I will be stranded in North Carolina, right from Ohio. I have no Switch. I've lost everything, whatever. So we land, and they're like, there's still hope. They go on the intercom. So like, pause champs in the chat right now. They go on the intercom and they're like, guys, there's a slight chance that you may be able to make your connections. They held it open a few minutes later because of the delays due to the thunderstorm. So I'm like, okay, I'm at the front of the plane. I'm in like the row 12, right? I'm in row 12. It's all good, right? It's all good. I'm like, maybe I can make it there, right? I don't know how the fucking North Carolina airport works. I've never been here before. I'm like, maybe I can make it to my fucking connection, right? I'm getting off the plane. But before that, we land, right? And I get internet back. And this is where things start to look up because Shannon messages me and you guys will not believe what happened. Halfway into her flight, the flight attendant went on the intercom and said, we found a Nintendo Switch at the gate where we departed. If it's yours, file a report and you may be able to get it back. I'm like, oh my God, what? No way. There is a potential chance that it's not my Switch, right? There's no other specifics. It's just a Switch. It's probably my Switch, right? But it wasn't my flight. We don't know anything other than a Switch was there. So anyways, I landed. Shannon links me the website to fill out the report. I fill out the report, right? I fill out the report. And I don't even know. I'm with you guys right now. We're caught up. I don't know where my Switch is. It may be in fucking Ohio. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it back, right? So there's a chance that I get it back and we save the Animal Crossing data, we save all the money, we save the games, but there's a chance, maybe no, maybe no. I'll keep you guys updated, right? I really, really, really hope that I don't fucking lose that forever. That would suck. I land and I'm like, I stand up quickly. I'm like, I got a connection. Like, can you guys let me pass, right? This dude, this motherfucker, this piece of shit, asshole, gets in front of me and I'm like, yo, do you have a connection? Like, I really need to go through, right? He's like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, do you have a connection? I'm like, he's like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. And he's the only guy in front of me too. I'm like, what do you mean that's not gonna happen? He ignores me. He doesn't respond to me. And he's like waiting and he's like slowly grabbing his bag. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm chill, right? I just got the good news about the Switch, maybe. So like, maybe everything's okay. I'm like, okay, I'll let it slide, right? I get out of the fucking airport. I'm like, okay, my gate, right, that I left was like C18, right? So, and then the fucking flight back to Orlando was like C8 in North Carolina. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, we're at the C gate. It's probably the same area because it's the same airline. I'm not doing a fucking American fucking Airlines to Spirit. I'm doing American to American. So I'm like, okay, it's in the same area. 15-minute walk. The boarding closes at, what was it? It was 10:25. We land at 10:20. I get out of the plane at 10:20. I start fucking running, sprinting. Fucking my pants are falling down. My cock is fucking coming out, bro. I have a laptop case. I have a backpack. I'm fucking running. I'm literally sweating, screaming. Like, I'm literally like puffing and huffing. I'm like, at this point, I got 3 hours of sleep last night. I'm like, I'm fucking going. And I see it right before me, and I don't even know the time. I don't know how long I've been running. I don't know where I am anymore. I see the gate at the end. I see it, and it's closed. I've read the fucking line on it. The boarding gates are closed. So I'm stuck in North Carolina, and I'm sweating, and I'm like, fuck, man. Second place. I lost $800 worth of equipment. Connecting flight. Missed my original flight. No Ubers. I had to listen to Greg talk about Xbox Game Pass for 45 minutes! The story's not over. The story is not over. There's one more development. The guy's like, okay, go to gate 9. Go to this area to the left of it. There's a help desk, right? You can get a voucher, you can get a new flight, whatever. I'm like, cool. You know, I just want to go home. You know what I mean? Like, when's the next flight to Orlando? I want to go home. I want to fucking sleep. I want to jack off. I really want to just jack. I go to gate 9, right? So because of the storm, it wasn't just the Orlando flight that got delayed, right? From Ohio. Indianapolis got delayed. Fucking Wisconsin got delayed. 7 different flights got delayed, right? So let me tell you what happens. I get in that fucking line at 10:30, and I'm in that line for 40 minutes. Standing after I'm sweating, dripping, screaming, you know? 40 minutes. The line is so long. So long. It's the last step. It's the last step, right? And I'm in the line, right? And I'm in the line, and we're walking. And this guy ahead of me, I'm big dude, big, probably 6'3", dude, tall, built. He's ahead of me, right? And I'm next to him. And I want to say, like to give you guys a reference, like, I'm here, right? I'm here, and he's here. He's here, right? So there's like this far between us, right? We're in line. His flight got canceled or got delayed too, right? And he's looking at me. I noticed that he's looking at me for like 5 minutes. And I'm like, you know, maybe he's just a fucking weirdo, right? Maybe he's just a freak. He's just looking at me, you know, whatever. Maybe he wants to fuck me. Maybe this guy wants to fuck me, right? You know, I look, you know, who knows? He's like laughing. He's giggling under his breath. I'm like, hello? And then he ignores me, looks away. 1 minute later, hey, bruh. Hey, bruh. Nobody ever teach you a lesson about personal space? I'm like, did I just, and he's quiet, right? He's quiet. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm far away. Like, I'm like everybody else in line is like next. We're next to the fucking men's bathroom. Okay, for reference, we're next to the men's bathroom. I'm like, there's space between us so people can fucking go in and out. I'm like, bro, I'm far away from you. He's like, nah, bruh, you're too close to me right now. Stop playing with me. I'm not with the funny shit. I'm like, bro, I know you're tilted right now. I know you're upset, but listen to me. Shut the fuck up. Like, stop. I literally say this. Like, you guys may think I'm like exaggerating. Like, no, I literally say like, bro, stop trying me right now. I literally say, I'm like, bro, stop trying me right now. Like, legit. Like, we're both tight, right? He's like, you guys aren't gonna believe this. You aren't gonna fucking believe this, bro. He puts his hand in front of my face. Legit. He puts his arm out. Fully, I'm telling you, this guy's 6'3", right? He extends his arm. And he's like, this close to my face. Literally, this close to my fucking face. He's like, yeah, you should be more than an arm's length away from me. I'm like, get your fucking hand out of my face. And I go to smack it away, legit. And he puts it back and he's like, yeah, it's cool till it's not funny anymore. And I ignore him. I literally ignore him. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. Literally ignore him. I took pictures. Who wants to see the pictures that I took of how far away I was from this fucking guy? Who wants to see these pictures, bro? Look at this. This is me. This is me. This is him. Look. And then this is somebody behind him. Look. Look, there's a fucking person behind him. He's not saying shit to this person. Here's him, here's me. Beefing with me? Like, what the fuck did I do? Do you know what just happened to me at Riptide? I got 6 Odin grands. But don't fucking try me right now, bro. And for reference, I stepped this far back away from him. Because I'm like, I'm not fighting with some fucking random dude in the fucking airport, bro. I want to go home. I want to go home. And this is what he looks like. This was him. This was him. Oh, what's that? Oh, the guy on the bicycle finally picked up my Wendy's order. This guy's 14 minutes away on a bicycle in the pouring rain. This is him, right? Look at how fucking far away I was from him. What the fuck is your deal? So anyways, we go through the line. We go through the fucking line. And again, I'm behind him for like 20 minutes. And people will move up in the line and he'll inch up. You know what I mean? Like, press 1 if you know what I'm about to say. Like, he'll inch up, waiting for me to move up with him so he can turn around and beef with me again. He did it like 3 times. He was looking at me, trying to talk to me. I'm like, bro, I literally ignored him. I'm like, I'm not fucking talking to you, bro. Like legit, I literally like shoot him away. Because what the fuck is he gonna do, bro? Fight me in a fucking airport? Like, I was about to, bro. I was legit about to throw hands with this fucking guy in the fucking Charlotte airport. Because, like, bro, like, legit, if he almost fucking put hands on me. I'm like, bro, what is happening? Like, oh my God. It gets funnier. You guys ready? It gets a little bit funnier, just a little bit. So we move up, right? Because the line is taking so long, they're taking additional people, right? By twos over to different terminals so that agents can help them. And what would you know? The 2 people that happened to got picked were me and this clown-ass motherfucker. Because why not, right? So me and him, he looks back at me, gives me a look, right? We get pulled out of the line. He's like, some agent's like, okay, we'll help you out. Follow me, please. I'm like, okay. He's fucking mean-eyeing me, bro. Stink-eyeing me. I'm like, bro, like, what is your problem? So we fucking start walking 10 minutes to another fucking terminal. I mean, of course I'm keeping fucking distance from him. Because, like, he's, oh my God, I'm like, bro, like, I'm not scared of this fucking clown, but I'm like, bro, I'm like not trying to randomly fight you, bro. So like, whatever, right? Whatever, it fucking happens. And we go to the fucking terminal, right? And the dude goes first, of course, because he's ahead of me. He goes up to the fucking line, and the agent's talking to him. He's like, all right, so like, where were you coming from? He's like, bro, fuck that, bro. Fuck that shit. I want my fucking refund. I want my fucking voucher. I want all my money back right now. And then the guy's like, whoa, chill out. Like, I can't, let's take it easy. Let's take it calm, right? And like, let me show you, like, for y'all that don't believe me, here's him and here's the fucking guy helping him. For those of you guys that don't believe, look at the way he's fucking stanced up, man. Look at the guy talking to him. This guy doesn't give a fuck about what he's saying, bro. Look at this fucking guy's face that's helping him out, bro. He's like, bro, shut the fuck up, man. This guy, look at the way he stands up. He's trying his ass, bro. I'm listening to him just like fucking rant and rave. He's like, call a supervisor. I don't give a fuck. Call a supervisor right now. The dude's like, we can't help you right now. He's like, whatever. So it's like 5 minutes of that. Calls a supervisor. Preston, thank you for the prime. I appreciate that. The agent finally calls a supervisor after saying like he's just gonna tell you what I'm telling you. He finally calls a fucking supervisor, and the fucking dude, right? He goes off to the side and he helps me out. I'm like, bro, that guy was trying my ass in the fucking line. He's like, yeah, that guy was a fucking dickhead. I literally verbatim, that TSA agent said that guy was a fucking dickhead. I'm like, yeah, bro, because he's fucking chewing this guy out, man. You know, he helps me out, and I'm at a hotel in Charlotte. My flight back to Orlando is tomorrow morning, and I have a food voucher. I have a $12 food voucher, by the way. That's my recompense for all this. I mean, I don't give a fuck, but like, oh, by the way, I had to buy a $300 flight, just letting you know. $12 food voucher and a hotel room for the night and a taxi ticket. So that's where I'm at right now. No Switch, nothing. And I also don't have a phone charger. My phone charger broke and I'm at 12%. And I don't have a charger, and that's probably gonna die. I should actually turn that off soon. To end off the story, we had a good interaction at the end. We had a good interaction. I go to the taxis right at the airport, right? I go to the taxis and I'm like flagging them down with my voucher. I'm like, yo, get me to the fucking hotel, dude. I'm trying to get home, right? And this random lady hitches I think she's drunk, but she's at the fucking airport. She comes up to me, like, as I'm talking to the taxi driver, she's like, can I come with you? Like, can I come with you? Like, I'm like, whoa. Like, I almost just fought some dude. Like, my adrenaline's pumping. I'm like, bro, like, whoa, back the fuck up. Like, what's going on? Like, chill out, right? And she's like, yo, like, can I come with you? I'm like, we're at two different, and the taxi driver's like, yeah, you know, like, come on, because he wants to make money, right? He's like, yeah, we'll drop you off first, like, whatever. So I get in the Uber, not the Uber, the taxi with her. She's in the back with me. We're going to two different hotels. And she's like, she has this accent, right? Like, let me just say, she has this accent. No, it wasn't a drunk white lady. It was a Japanese woman. It was literally a Japanese woman that lives in Germany. And I'm like, I could just tell, like, she had, like, the Japanese, like, phonetics, right? So I'm like, what's your ethnicity? Like, you're not like, I was like, where are you from? You know what I'm saying? She's like, I'm from Japan. I'm like, I just went to Japan. And she's like, oh, you're fucking Nihongo, wakarimasen. And I'm like, oh, no, wakarimashita. You know, we started speaking Japanese. I'm literally like, bro, look at me. I started speaking basic Japanese with this 40-year-old Japanese woman that's trying to go back to Germany. Where she's like, oh, Nihongo Jozu. I'm like, no, ore wa Nihongo gomi. Like, meanwhile, the fucking, like, this fucking taxi driver is, like, blasting K-pop or, like, some shit, bro. Like, I could barely hear her. Like, legit, but, like, she's like, oh, like, where are you from? Like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm from Orlando. Like, I'm just trying to go home, man. I'm from Orlando. She's like, I'm so tired. I'm like, Skareta. And she's like, oh, Nihongo Josu. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, and she gets out of the fucking thing at her hotel, and the fucking dude takes me to my hotel, and I'm like, oh my god, man. Like, I told her, she's like, oh yeah, by the way, she's like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a pro gamer. She's like, oh, pro gamer. I'm like, yeah, pro gamer. I'm like, oh my god, like, it's crazy, like, legit. And it's just, and she gets out, and I'm here now, and I'm checked in, and that, bro, like, that is everything that's happened to me in the past 24 hours. I got to the hotel an hour ago. I got here. I had to tell you guys instantly. Bro, press 1 in the chat if that was one of the craziest stories you've ever heard in your life. Literally, like, and it's not over. I'm still not home. I still don't have $800 worth of equipment that I might not get back. Like, bro, like, and it's crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. That is where I'm at right now. Physically say it again, you missed it. I can't believe, like, the amount of shit that's happened to me. I've never forgot something in an airport that expensive. I've never almost fought somebody in an airport. I've never not been able to get an Uber. Like, everything that's happened today, I've never not missed a connection because of not my fault. Literally not my fault. Like I don't want to be, like, over dramatic. Like, the worst, like, travel experience of my life, legitimately. Like, I'm about to eat Wendy's, take a shower, and sleep. I can only sleep for, like, 5 hours. But I have one piece of good news. At the last second, I instantly put my medal in my Switch carrying case. But at the last second, before I left my hotel, I put it back into my backpack. So I still have the medal. I still have my second place medal to remind me of how much of a fucking failure I am. I'm happy that I could give you guys a story like that good and like entertain you guys and shit, but like everything that's happened in the past 24 hours have been like, bro, like so sad. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like legit so depressed. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, it's fine. Everything happens for a reason, right? Manifest destiny. And, you know, hopefully it'll turn back around. Hopefully I'll be able to, you know, give Greg a 500 viewer raid, and hopefully his stream pops off and he can tell you guys how much he likes Xbox Game Pass and Payday 2 and shit. Oh my god, man.